Hey guys, it's me, and today we're doing a paint by number butterfly. I got this as a gift from my grandparents. They found it at a yard sale, which is fantastic. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to get into, but what I'm really interested to see is how well the paint held up. Things from yard sales can be hit or miss. I did open it when I first received it to see if it had been painted already, and it wasn't. It's just a matter of using the paint provided or having to use my own. It's been a really long time since I've done a paint by number piece, so I'm really excited about it. Last time, I remember the experience being really good. I'm excited to get into it, so let's go. That took me absolutely forever to finish, but I am so satisfied with the end result that it made it all worth it. So to follow up with what I mentioned before I started, the paints were half and half. Some of them were perfect, the consistency was great, all of that. Others were completely hardened and were not usable. So I did have to use my paints, and for the most part I actually did just use mine completely. Now what's interesting about this is that you don't get all of the colors that you need. On the back there's this handy dandy little color chart where you have to mix the colors. And while that seems like an easy thing to do, when you have 20 other colors to mix together, it makes it difficult. Yes, I counted. There are 20 colors you have to mix, along with the additional 10 original colors. I accepted that challenge with open arms because I knew that I could do this. The problem for me was keeping the colors together. If I had it to do over again, I would label the paint pods that I used with the color, because I ran into a problem with that at the end when I had to go back and touch up things. But overall, this was amazing. It did take me a while. It took many hours, many achy backs, and a lot of patience. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. So without further ado, here it is. It is one of my favorites that I've ever painted. So as you can see, it's two butterflies. There's one here, with what I believe is like a forest or a garden background. I'm pretty sure this is a flower. I know that's a flower. And there's a lot of green in the background. So it leaves a lot to the imagination, but I think it's in a garden. Now what really makes me happy about this is that it reminds me of the national butterfly of Costa Rica. And I know that's a weird comparison, but you have to understand that I went to Costa Rica last year and had a really great time. So that's imprinted on my mind. Now I know this is not the same butterfly, don't come at me, but it does kind of remind me of it. It just kind of makes it feel a little bit more personal to me. The second I opened it up, that's what I thought of, so that's what I've been thinking the whole time I've been painting on it. And I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. Obviously, I know some of the shades of colors were probably inaccurate. I don't care. I think it looks good, and as I went, I did color correct some things to look more cohesive. I appreciate it for so many reasons. I'm a big fan of kind of the blockiness of it. I'm also just happy that this was gifted to me. So for reference, here's what it would look like on a wall. As you can see, it's very pretty. You can see some of the numbers were not completely colored in. I think that's the hardest part about paint by numbers, is that you kind of have to color the numbers. If you're looking to try some paint by numbers, but you don't want to try the little kitty ones, definitely give this one a try. It's by CK Activity. It ranges from ages 8 to 88. I don't know what happens when you turn 89. I guess you just can't paint anymore. So I would highly recommend you give it a try. They also have other options, so there is a variety. And with that, I will see you guys next week.